All right, guys, welcome to the video. Death Do Us Part materials. I'm going to get into why material is so important for you guys, not only now, but forever, right? It's something that's never going to end. You're always going to need it. I'm going to touch on like a couple things of where you can get them from, the reasons why you want them when you're playing against players that are further advanced, what you should be learning from them. I'm gonna get into this in 1 second. I got to give my shout outs to my two guys. I got Duncan Campbell. He knows why the sky is blue. That's because God loves the infantry. That's the inspiration of this hat. It's my 4-6 infantry unit, 4-6 infantry battalion. Another one, Polly G from server 359. He goes by Zegovax. I might have said that wrong. My apologies. But you two guys, you guys have been on my stream, so they already knew what the answer was. Those are two cool dudes. Hey, appreciate it. Thanks for the love and support. You guys are awesome. We'll see you guys in the stream. You guys are awesome. Let's roll that brand new. All right, YouTube, here we go. We're gonna dive into this nonsense of material. Why I thought this would be a good idea to talk about is because I'm at a crossroads with my account. Got to a place where I'm in battlegrounds. I'm hitting these guys that, you know, been playing a year or more than I have, and I hit them with my range, absolutely devastate. They're mounted. That's not really a big thing. It's more along the lines of the second hit and the third hit that are very crucial, because what you got to send in next is you got to send in your mounted to kill their ground. Ground is hard to kill, and when you're sending in your mounted, the archers are devastating them. So what you need is you need crazy debuffs on your generals, and you're not going to get crazy debuffs just by your mayors. Your mayors are gonna need this Amenity gear. Without this Amenity gear, you're just not going to be able to debuff them enough to make it worth it. You know, if you go into here, you're going to have -20. You fully max that out, fully start, you're going to have 40. The Ares chest piece you're going to need, so you're going to want 9 of them too, you know, which is another 40 times 9. You guys do the math. Maybe I'll throw it up on the screen, you know. Who knows? But anyways, Knox, what are you getting at? Just get to the point, right? Is what you guys are thinking. When I'm playing these guys that are further advanced for me, and when I hit him with my mounted, you know, I lose 100 million power. He loses 20, and then I look at his debuffs, and he's got 600% on his mounted attack. So my mounted go in there and absolutely, you know, they're shooting like little pea guns, you know, and they're just getting devastated by the archers. So what I'm getting at is your gear, your materials that make the gear, start saving that stuff. Don't do what I did. And you know, I kind of initiated my server with, you know, with monsters, and you know, I was setting my alliance up, so I was the rally guy, and you know, I wanted to, you know, look good and show out, and then I started let me show you this, guys. I built 3 of these sets for 3 of my generals. I might even have done 4, to be honest with you, and I'm pretty sure I sold 2 of those sets because I wanted to have 4 rallies going at the same time. And what I'm getting at is I wasted all this material that I could have used towards getting my guys geared up right now, because I'm still not even done gearing up my guys. I'm almost done with my ground general. I got 1 more piece of gear for the ground general, and then I have 2 more pieces for my mounted. So I'm still a couple pieces off before I can even start putting this Amenity gear on my mayors. And maybe it's gonna be different in server wars, because I'm gonna be going up against guys that are similar playtime as me versus me playing guys that have been around for a year plus. But basically what you want to see is when you're looking at guys that have been playing for a year plus, you look at what advantage do they have that I don't, and they have gear, which is from materials. They, you know, they have more materials. They've had more chances of materials. So that's why I want to tell you guys, when you guys first start out, save your gear, right? So maybe if you're level 30 or 27 or whatever, you got your T11s. Maybe you're just 25 and you got your T10s and you're starting to do rallies. You know, maybe just build 1 set of these, or you know, maybe just do the free gear until you start getting to the dragon set, and then make sure when you get to the dragon set, take a look at what it transfers into the Ares set. A lot of people don't know that. that, you know, there's a fearless and then there's a courageous. And then so if you do the fearless, you're just going to get the fearless buffs, versus if you do the courageous, you're going to get the courageous buffs. Make sure you check out that Aries gear. Make sure it lines up actually with what you want. So for instance, you know, if you're building this for ground and you see this has ground attack on it for the fearless, and then you go down here to the fearless, and ground attack is gone now, right? So now you plan that extra attack in there. Now it's gone. Now you got ground troop defense, and then be wise, like, right? Let's just say, okay, you know, you kind of screwed up on the ground. Well, now it's going into archer attack. So now you can use this for your archer guy. Make sure you check out the Aries and see what that dragon set goes into. But anyways, and I'll get into a couple things for you guys just to kind of help you guys out on the road. You know, I just want you guys to understand, you know, save that gear up. I made a video before about, you know, the 4 most like important things to save up, and this was one of them. Make sure you guys aren't skipping Vikings. You know, make sure you guys are setting those rallies for Vikings. Allow your players to jump in on your rallies, and then hopefully you got good guys and you can jump in on their rallies, so you're double dipping with that material. And then another thing that's big to get material is do bosses. It's slower, but you know, it's kind of like the Lil Wayne quote, you know, slow money is better than no money, you know. So slow material is better than no material, right? And another really good one is common boss. I don't know if a lot of people, especially younger servers, you guys don't know that when you guys get those monster killing events, you can start going ham on those commons. And not only are you going to be stacking up points for that, but you guys are going to get tons of material. Do those 3 things. Those 3 things are going to be the easiest way to get material, other than just coining, because coining really does not, you know, the packs that they offer does not get a lot of material. There is a couple of good ways to get material through, you know, these value events, these consumer events, excuse me, you know, is to do your food, lumber, and so like save up your material and things like that. This is another caveat for bosses as well. If you guys are doing those bosses, you guys are getting good amount of resources and stuff like that. So you guys can use your resources right here and stack up these materials. Like, these materials are clutch. Not only are you getting materials, you know, you guys are getting resource packs. You guys are getting speed ups. Save it on there. You know, this is a construction one. Save that one up for the next consumer event. That's just construction. And then that'll give you materials, and then just, you know, play these things in a row. So the bosses not only just help for materials, it can get you this resources, which then in turn can get you materials again. So be smart with how you do things. A lot of these events and a lot of these things you can line up together, and I like to call it double dipping. You know, you can double dip in a lot of these things to make it a little bit easier for you, because materials are very difficult to get, even as a heavy coiner. Very difficult to get. I hope you guys use that little bit of advice. Don't do what I do. Don't do what Knox did and buy 3 sets of King's gear. Just waste all your materials, and then, you know, you get in a stalemate, you know, 3 or 4 months down the road, and you're just like, man, if I just would have had 30 extra of this and 30 extra of that, you know. So I mean, you're pretty much always gonna be, no matter what stage you are in the game, unless you're like, you know, pushing to these guys, you know, that are 5 billion up, that have all their mares geared up. But that, you know, that's gonna take some time. 95% of players are still building, probably more than 95, you know, are still building gear for their subsidy mares. So that material is always going to be a valuable asset, valuable resource. Make sure you guys are saving it. That's a big thing. And I just want to help you guys out as best I can. Appreciate you guys. Love and support. Just hit 500 subs. Thank you guys. Stream event should be awesome. I'm recording it now before the event. I may drop this after the event. I hope all goes well. Hope everybody stops in, says what's up. Appreciate it. You guys have a good one. We'll see you on the next video.